Buenos dias, amigos de Macroquim. My name is Drita Angelari from CH Technologies, and we're here today to demonstrate the assembly and the operation of the inhalation exposure system that is going to be installed in your facility. As you see here, we have laid out all the units and the different items of the inhalation exposure system. You are getting an inhalation tower with 24 exposure ports equipped with open rad tubes that are laid out here, 24. The tower sits on top of a rotating table, and I would really like you to, when you receive the shipment, to lay out everything, open them, check the status after the transport, and make sure that everything is in good conditions, and basically make an inventory and check the packing list of the system, make sure that nothing is missing. So I was saying the tower sits on top of a rotating table that makes it easy to work with, load the tubes, work with the sampling devices, and basically make the exposure. The system is controlled by a manual panel that allow you to control the flow rates of the aerosol generators as well as the clean air needed for breathing. The system is able to handle both liquid and powder test articles, and for liquid aerosol generation you are supplied with two different nebulizers, one which is the Collison nebulizer and the other one the bioaerosol generating nebulizer or short bank. For the powders, you are getting a rotating brush generator, short RBG, that will be connected to the system through a special design interface. To run your sampling equipment, you are supplied with a sampling pump. It's a vacuum pump that is going to be connected to the panel, and with the flip of the switch you can turn on and off the sampling lines. Now on this table we have other parts that go into the inhalation tower. This is the upper and lower lids that close the tower. We have the upper swivel and the bottom swivel attached to the diluter. This is an inline diluter that mixes the dilution air coming to the system with the aerosol coming from above. We have the wire supports, 24 of them, for the tube. So each tube, when they're mounted on the tower, sits supported by one of these wires. We have a toolkit and spare parts O-rings for the tower. Here are all the tools, some of them custom designed, that you need to handle the tower. Assembly, disassembly, maintenance, cleaning, and everything. We have 3 different sampling devices, actually 4, including the temperature and humidity probe that go with your system. You will be able to do gravimetric determination of concentration with a filter holder, 47 millimeter, and the filter pads that are in this box. Also, you will be able to do particle size distribution with a Mercer impactor, 7-stage impactor. And also you are going to do measurements, real-time measurements of concentration from the nose port through this optical aerosol monitor, which is equipped with a specially designed sampling assembly. The temperature humidity meter will enable you to not just take readings, real-time readings of temperature humidity, but also to download the data in the computer for validation. You also get a for all these sampling devices, it's crucial to determine accurately the flow rate of sampling. And for that, you will get a kit with a TSI digital mass flow meter, which is traceable to a national standard. And this device, you will be able to connect it to each of the sampling devices to measure flow every time you take a measurement. And last but not least, in order to supply properly treated air, which is clean and dry, especially in case when you're running powder exposures, you are supplied a filter train. So it's a system to treat the air from your compressor, be that dedicated compressor or compressed air from the building. The air is treated to remove any particles, droplet of oil, as well as humidity, and then is distributed by this manifold. One line goes into the panel, the control panel that supplies then all the dilution breathing air for the system, and the other one is going to be used exclusively to run the rotating brush generator when you're generating powders. The bioaerosol nebulizing generator, it's used in tandem with a small peristaltic pump. This system allows you to supply the generator with a known amount of liquid. So the feeding rate of liquid in the bang is going to be appropriate to your standard operating procedures, and we will demonstrate later on how the bang works with the peristaltic pump. In few words, this was a description of every and each different item of the system. Now we're gonna focus on the sequence of how you assemble the system, and then after assembling the system, we are going to demonstrate how the generators are used with the system, what procedures you should follow to operate it, as well as the sampling devices and the checking the flows of the system.